Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited to be filming today because I have a reading update for you guys. I recently finished reading two fabulous books and I'm so excited to talk about them. And then I have a little mini book haul for you guys today, so I'm very excited to get into this video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first and foremost, I'll go ahead and talk about the books that I finished reading recently. I actually finished one yesterday, and that is A Spinster's Guide to Danger and Dukes by Amanda Collins. This book I hauled in a Dollar Tree book haul, I think a couple weeks ago now, but I picked this up on a whim, and this was so good. Again, I finished this yesterday, last night. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it's only because the plot twist at the end, it dragged on a bit towards the end, and it kind of got a little dull, but nonetheless, it was still a really good book. This is one of those hidden gems that I keep mentioning when you go to Dollar Tree. You just never know what your luck is going to be like when you pick up one of these books, but I'm so happy I picked this up. It is just a really cute romance. It is a Regency Victorian romance, and it has kind of a Sherlock Holmes twist or vibe, if you will, to the book. It is so good. I love the writing style. I just love how the dynamic is between our main characters, which is Poppy and Joshua. This is I want to call it a fake romance type of trope, and it is so good. I wasn't bored at any point in the book. The only thing I can complain about was the plot twist. To me, the author kind of dragged on a bit of the detailing of that, and I didn't really care for that, and it is a bit dark, I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, the book was really good, and I love the romance between our main characters. It was just so good. It did feel, I guess you could say it is an insta-lovey type of book, but it didn't leave me feeling empty or like, what did I just read? It was a really quick read, a really addictive read. It is a page turner. I could not put this book down. It is just a really good romance. I'm so excited I found this book. Again, it is just one of those hidden gems, and I'm so happy I found it. I just highly recommend, and I'm actually looking, I'm going to keep an eye out for the author's other reads or other books that she's published, because I'm anxious to get to other of her works, because if she writes like this, I'm really going to enjoy her other books. And actually, in the inside cover, there's two of her books in here. So I'm probably going to look into these, and I will keep my eye out. If not, I'll just see if I can order these books like on Amazon or find them at Barnes & Nobles or at a bookstore. You know what I mean? So either way, I am really happy I picked this book up. I am just so excited. So I will be looking into this author's books, and hopefully I pick up some more. But I just really love this. I highly recommend it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is a great book. I really enjoyed it. And then the next book that I finished reading is this fabulous book. So this is Sunrise on the Reaping, written by, of course, Suzanne Collins. This is a recent Hunger Games book that came out, and it is so good. This is basically Haymitch's story when he goes into the Hunger Games. And oh my God, this book, I would put it way up there with my Shatter Me as a standalone. I read The Hunger Games years and years ago when it came out. I read book 1 and 2 and 3. I tried it, but I did not finish it. I could not get to the end because I was just over it at that point. I was just upset about it. I didn't like it. But this book, it is just so good. Even by itself, I laughed at certain parts. I cried most of the time during this read. I cried so much during this read of this book. It is just so good. I highly recommend it. It is so good. I know a lot of people have kind of like mixed feelings about the Hunger Games, but this book alone, Haymitch's story as a standalone, it is great. I was not bored. I was addicted to the story, and I kept wanting to know what happens. Oh my God, it was just so good. I cannot talk about this book without spoiling anything, but basically all you need to know is it's Haymitch's story when he goes into the Hunger Games, and I believe he's 16 years old, and just so much happens, as we all know how the Hunger Games are now at this point. It's brutal, it's ruthless, it's traumatizing, it's all that, but it is so good. It will not disappoint you by any means. It is so great. This is a 5 out of 5 star read for me. I will definitely be rereading this, even if I don't vlog it necessarily. This is a book I will be rereading because it is that good for me. And I never thought I'd say that about like another book when I'm comparing it to my Shatter Me, because if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you know how I feel about the Shatter Me series. Nothing can top it. But this book, I would put up there with my Shatter Me. This alone, as a standalone, it's right up there. Instantly, when I finished reading this book, I missed Haymitch so much, and I just wanted to go back and reread the whole book all over again. As soon as I finished it, I was devastated, and I was like, I'm going to reread this really soon. But either way, 5 out of 5 star, really great read. And I almost forgot to mention, This book I picked up at Walmart, but I didn't realize it came with the poster. I didn't know that until I got to the very end of the book, but it actually came with like a Hunger Games poster, and it gives you like a breakdown of the Hunger Games, which is pretty cool. I did not know that until I got to the end, so I obviously took it out of the book. But it is so cool. So it just gives you a map of how the Hunger Games, when it started, the dark days of the rebellion, the Treaty of Treason, the first Hunger Games, and so on and so forth. But yeah, this was really, really cool. And then in the back, it is Haymitch's quote. I love this quote. It says, "They will not use my tears for their entertainment." And that is so cool. I'm definitely going to write that quote down. And then you have just the Hunger Games, the list of the books, and here's the most recent one. The best one in my opinion, and it is just so cool. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I just thought that was cool. I did not know until I got towards the end of the book, but yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm just so happy with my reads, and I just had to talk about them. They were so good. So now we'll go ahead and get started with the book haul. All of these books are from Dollar Tree, so let's just go ahead and start with the first one that I have here. This is called Right Where We Belong, and this is written by Jackie Ashenden. I believe that's how you pronounce the author's last name. But anyway, this is essentially an enemies to lovers type of trope, and this is about a handsome man named Levi. And Levi has a dark past, but he runs into this woman named Indigo, and he's very attracted to her. But Indigo wants nothing to do with him. She just wants to live a carefree life. She wants nothing to do with him or men in general, and she's just very shut off. She has a really big guard up. She just wants nothing to do with him. She doesn't want to get involved with him in any way, shape, or form. But eventually they do have an attraction, and they do kind of fall in love. So yeah, this seems like a really good read. I love enemies to lovers types of romance, so I'm very excited to read this, hopefully pretty soon. And the next book I have here is called The Island Villa, and this is written by Sarah Morgan. This looks like a really cute summertime read. I just love the color and the illustrations going on the title or the cover of the book. But anyway, this is about two sisters named Adeline and Cassie. And it's been many years since they've reconnected, because ever since their parents got divorced, they just went their separate ways. They haven't reconnected. It's been a long time, and they just view things differently. Well, Adeline, she is not too thrilled about their mother remarrying, because this is their mother's 4th time getting married, and she is not happy about it. She doesn't want to reconnect with her sister, and she knows she's going to be forced to, because she's obviously going to go to the wedding, even though she is not supportive of it, but she's going to go and show some support. But her other sister Cassie, on the other hand, she is all for it. She wants her mother to be happy. She just wants her mom to find love and find happiness and all that good stuff, and she is actually looking forward to reconnecting with her sister. This is about siblings reconnecting and kind of letting go of old grudges and just issues that they haven't overcome, and they're trying to work things out, basically. So that is essentially what this book is about. It is going to be about siblings reconnecting, moving on from the past, and just learning to get along and move on from there. So yeah, this seems like a really cute read. I'm really excited to get to this book. I love when it's about siblings and family dynamics. I just really enjoy those stories. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. Now, this book that I want to talk about sounds very interesting, and that is The Storyteller's Death, and this is written by Anne de Villa-Cardinal. I believe that's how you pronounce the author's last name, but this seems fascinating. So this is about a young girl who basically just lost her grandmother. Sadly, her grandmother just passed away, but she suddenly comes to realize that she has a power that was actually passed down to her from her grandmother, and she has the ability now to see her family's life basically flash before her eyes. So that seems very interesting. It seems like a very interesting concept. I never read a story like that before. So if any of you have read this book, please let me know if you enjoyed this book or not. I'm very excited to get to this book, and I want to know more about the family history and about the power that happens within this family. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to reading this. Now, this next book seems really good. This is called The Catch, and this is written by Alison Fairbrother, and this one sounds so good. This is giving me the Cinderella story movie. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie with Hilary Duff, but this is basically that concept. So this is about a young woman named Ellie. She is about 2 years out of college. Ellie is just completely devastated. She just lost her father, and her father was the main person in her life that she was close to. They just had a really strong bond, a very strong connection. And most importantly is when, during the reading of the will, she had assumed that her father would leave her this baseball that they would always play catch with. So she was just thinking, I'm gonna have something special that I could hold on to that reminds me of my dad. But during the reading of the will, the baseball is actually passed down to somebody that she does not know. She has no idea who this person is. So now she is on a mission to find out who this person is and why her father wanted the baseball to go to this person, because she wants to know who was just as important to her as to her father as she was, you know? So she is just on a mission to find this person, and she wants to know why they were able to have such a close connection to her father when she knows nothing about them, because as far as she knows, it was just her and her father who were really close. So she is on a mission at this point to figure out who this person was and why they were left the baseball. So I'm looking forward to this. There is going to be a romance involved, so I'm very, very excited to know more about this book, and I'm very excited to pick this up and read it. Now, this book that I want to pick up, it sounds very interesting. So this one is called A Very Typical Family, and this is written by Sierra Goodfray. And this book is basically about family secrets, family trauma, and I'm just very excited to know what this book is about and get more into it. But essentially, you are following a young woman named Natalie. Now, Natalie sent her 2 older siblings to prison more than 15 years ago. Well, it's been 15 years since then, and she's never spoken to them, never seen them again. But now she is actually forced to go to Santa Cruz and go sign some paperwork, and she's just thinking it's going to be a brief encounter and she can just go back to her life in Boston. But she is actually forced to see her siblings, and now her nephew Jake is actually missing. So her and her siblings are actually forced to work together and find her nephew. There'll be a lot of things going on, a lot of twists and turns. So I'm just very excited to know more about what this book is about. It just seemed very, very intriguing, and I love a good sibling dynamic type of book. I've mentioned that earlier, but I just love books that involve siblings and family drama. I just find it fascinating, and I just want to know more of what this book is about. So I'm very excited to read it. And lastly, we have 1 Month of You, and this is written by Suzanne Edwards. Now, I'm so excited to get to this book. This might be the book that I pick up next. I am not too sure. I haven't picked up a book since yesterday after I finished the other book that I just finished reading, but this might be the next book that I pick up because it just sounds so good. But this is about a young man named Alec, and he knows this girl named Jess, and he's just very attracted to her. He just thinks she's cute, she's funny, and just attractive. He just wants to ask her out. Now, Jess, on the other hand, she wants nothing to do with Alec because even though she's attracted to him and she finds him handsome and attractive, she wants nothing to do with him because unfortunately she is diagnosed with her mother's disease, and that is the Huntington's disease. And so she just knows she's going to be facing all these medical problems and medical issues, and she just doesn't know where her life's going to go. So she just wants nothing to do with him, but the two of them strike a deal, and that is to be with each other for at least 1 month. So I am just so excited to know more about what happens in the story. I want to know more about Alec and about Jess and the relationship. I'm just so excited about this book. This might be the one that I pick up next, but I don't know because I am debating about another book. But this book sounds so cute, and I love the cover. It just looks really cute, and I could just tell it's going to be a really good romance. I really hope I'm not disappointed in this book, but I just have high hopes for it. So yeah, I'm just very excited to get to this one. And that is it, you guys. That is all I have for today's video, but thank you so much for joining me once again. I am so glad that I picked up these books when I did and that I finished them and read them. I am just on a high from reading these 2 fabulous books. I missed this book already. I do want to go back and reread it, which I probably will read even if I don't vlog it. I'm just going to reread it on my own because it is just that good. And then we have this book. This Regency romance was just so cute. I highly recommend both of these books. They are fabulous. They're a really good time. It will not let you down. They are a page turner. You will just be addicted to these reads. So I'm so happy I got to read these books and obviously tell you guys about them, and obviously about all the other books I picked up at Dollar Tree recently. I'm just so excited about reading, and it just really sparked my passion for reading, and I'm very excited for the next book that I'm gonna pick up next. It might be 1 Month of You, but I don't know because I am debating about another book, as I have mentioned already. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me once again. I had a lot of fun filming this video. I just love giving you guys insight on my books that I finished reading and obviously the books that I pick up along the way. But nonetheless, thank you so much for joining me once again. I really do look forward to seeing y'all next time. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you did enjoy this video, and I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye!